obvious disappointment, but it's frustrating when you go out and you get beaten soundly in all three phases. I talked to the guys about there's an it factor that you have to have when you go out and play, an edge to you, whether it's the focus, the intensity, and we didn't have it today, and that's frustrating because you only get so many opportunities to go out and play. It's frustrating because it was a very meaningful game for us. And that's, to me, it's one of the hardest things in sports is finding that edge and playing with it every time. And that's something that we obviously have to do a better job of. I'll go ahead and open it up.
Is that what you expected out of Johnny, that he would bring that edge and pass it to the rest of
No, it's not on one player. To me, it's on everybody has to have it. I think when you depend on for it to be on one guy, you get results like you did today.
What was the difference in the defense, do you think, between that first Cincinnati game and today?
It's hard to say. I mean, I think a lot of it's what I just talked about. I mean, there were I could notice in the in game our pad level wasn't good. We didn't tackle well. When we've had good defensive performances, we've tackled well, and we didn't have that today.
Mike, what's your evaluation of how Manziel played?
I don't think I need to. I always like to say I need to see the tape. Didn't play well. I mean, looked like a rookie, played like a rookie. And again, I know a lot of it was we didn't play well around him, but he made some obvious mistakes that typically a veteran quarterback won't make.
Did he look indecisive to you, Mike?
A couple times he did.
Did you expect him to have more success with his athleticism, getting out of the pocket and be able to create that way?
Some, but it didn't need to happen at the number of attempts trying to do that. And I said that all week, that if you get into that mode where you're trying to do that all the time, and I know that's what he does, and that's what you fall back on very quickly. But there were plays that were there where make a decision, make a read, make the read, throw it, and we're on to the next play. So there is no substitute for playing, though, and that's and you can only simulate that so much in practice or in preseason. Got to get out there and play, and that's the bad thing is the result. The worst thing would be not to learn from it. That we have to come out and push through it, and hopefully he'll be better next week.
For those reasons, obviously you have to stick with him and let him keep starting and finish this thing out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it would be hard to judge on just the one game. But again, it doesn't just fall on him. That we didn't play well around him at all.
Mike, how do you explain not having that edge you talked about, especially when it was such a meaningful game?
I can't explain it, and that's a big part of coaching, because when you don't have it, you want to know why. What was different? What were the signs during the week? And as a staff, we'll talk about it. Because this isn't Major League Baseball where we got 100 and however many games. I mean, they're all big, and this one was meaningful, and that's why it's a surprise. It's shocking that we just wouldn't have it.